Hi there, Sasha here. Welcome to my channel. If you are watching this video, that means you want to learn how I made this oven jerk chicken. Here I have 5 leg quarters. I went ahead and washed my chicken and cleaned off any impurities. Up next, I have some dry season rubs. Don't worry, all of the measurements and ingredients will be listed below. So here I just go ahead and add all of my dry rub seasoning onto my chicken. This part is very important, guys. So the next very important step here, I'll be using a TricNic jerk marinade seasoning. I must say that this seasoning brings out the best in my oven jerk chicken. It was not too hot, it was very flavorful. It's one of my favorite from TricNic's products. If you would like to purchase this product, you can go on Amazon. This video is not sponsored, by the way. So here, just go ahead and massage all those dry rubs and jerk marinade into your chicken. This part is very important. Go ahead and poke your chicken, not the skin, but you want to poke the chicken to get absorbed, to let the meat absorb all of those flavorful seasoning that we just had to our meat. All right, and I prefer to keep the skin on whenever I am baking my chicken. Up next, we Caribbean people, we love to add some browning to give our meat some color, because you don't want it to be too white, and it's going to help to give the chicken that charred, burnt look like you would if you used a grill. So yeah, this is the purpose of the browning. Go ahead and preheat your oven to 400 degrees. And I went ahead and placed my chicken into a baking pan. All right, I'm just trying to make room here. All right, so once we put it in the oven on 400 degrees, we're gonna bake these for 30 minutes. So after 30 minutes, we're gonna remove them and then we're going to flip them, but we'll get to that step shortly. All right, go ahead and add the rest of your seasonings onto your chicken. Some people will keep the rest of that back to make some sauce to apply onto the chicken, but I prefer to put it on the chicken because it's already raw with meat and everything. So I just prefer to just put the whole thing on my chicken. So just go ahead and rub that in. It's gonna bake. All of those goodness are gonna melt out into the pan, and you can use that to baste the chicken after. And this is how my chicken is looking after being baked on 400 degrees for 30 minutes. All right, up next, I'm just gonna go ahead and flip my chicken. While you're doing this, please be gentle because you don't want to tear the skin of your chicken. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and flip these, and we're gonna go ahead and put them back in the oven for another 30 minutes on 400 degrees. Before that step though, I'm gonna go ahead and add some BR. This is optional. It's just a Jamaican style thing. Whenever they jerk chicken, they like to put some BR on there, and it gives the chicken a wonderful flavor, especially putting it in the oven. Like, you get that, I don't know, that Jamaican taste, that authentic taste. So it brings out a nice flavor in my chicken, so I prefer to use it whenever I jerk chicken in my oven. So here I'll be making some sauce. I'm going to start by adding some ketchup to my frying pan. All right. Next, I'm going to add some soy sauce. Let's go ahead and put that in there. And then I'm just gonna use the rest of the red stripe bear. This is optional. You could use some water instead of the bear. Alright, and then I'm going to add about 1/4 cup of sugar. And I'm going to be honest with you, while I was cooking this, I ended up adding some barbecue sauce that I did off camera. I'm very sorry. And I added some little all-purpose seasoning and garlic powder, and that was it, guys. And this is how it's looking after. So I'm going to remove this from the heat, set it aside until I am ready to add the sauce onto my chicken. Alright, so after 30 minutes, after baking for the second time, so in total that's 60 minutes, I went ahead and removed my chicken, and I'm going to baste it with some of that goodness from the bottom of the pan. Alright, so you don't want your chicken to get dry, so we're gonna do this and just moisten it up again and put it back in, get all that bear goodness down to the bone. Alright. So once you baste it and everything, we're gonna put it back into the oven on 400 degrees for 10 minutes. This is how it's looking. After being baked for the third time, I'm going to go ahead and remove all the broth from the bottom of my pan. All right, now it's time to add half of the sauce. So we're gonna put sauce on both sides. Put your oven to broil on low. We're gonna broil the meat for 10 to 15 minutes. Depends on your oven. I broiled mine for 15 minutes, and I watch it very closely because it can burn very easily. All right. So mine was broiled on low for 15 minutes, but depends on your oven. You can do 10. All right, so it's ready to be put back in the oven. This is how it's looking after being broiled, the first broil. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and flip my chicken, and I did it off camera because I was ripping my chicken apart and I was not happy about that, but this is how it's looking after everything was flipped. All right, we're gonna add the rest of the sauce. Look at that sauce, rich, and I mean, look at that. And we're not even finished. All right, so my chicken was broiled for the second time. Look at that charred, burned look on the chicken. Look at that beautiful flavor by the sauce. And this is why the sauce is important to me whenever I make jerk, oven jerk chicken. Guys, I mean, this chicken turned out phenomenal. I love it. It tastes really good down to the bone. I really enjoyed this, and I even warm it up the next day and it tastes like I just made it. It was that good. Look at this, guys. And of course I have to put some on foil paper. I wanted to have that Jamaican street food vibes. And it was Friday, so of course I had to drink a beer. I think it was Friday or Saturday, one of them. Yep, look at that, guys. Very moist, well cooked thoroughly. It was just amazing. I had mine with some avocado and bread. I would have preferred a festival though, but I was not in the mood to make any. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and yeah, just comment and like and share, and yeah, subscribe. Welcome to the family, man. Subscribe, press that subscribe button. Okay, all right, take care, guys. Thank you for watching.